So you're sick and tired of these crazy little plastic gates here, always falling, going all over the place, and looking to find something a little bit better to do to stop your cat, dog, or kid from going up and down the stairs? So follow along, I'll show you how we made this baby gate right here. Hello everybody, and today we are going to get rid of this baby gate so that my cat does not go upstairs and wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to eat because she gets very hungry. This baby gate works, but it's annoying. Like, you got to open and close it, it falls, it knocks over. So we're going to look for something a little bit more permanent solution that looks a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. I don't have to worry about falling over, tripping over, especially when my kids come down the stairs. And I think that's it. So first thing we're going to do, use the CNC Router, Onefinity Journeyman, to basically make the actual design. So I'll go through the process on actual Infusion 360 on how I came up with the design. Then we'll go through cutting it, cleaning it up, mounting it, and everything like that. I'm building all this out of scrap wood and plywood that I've had around my house. So things will look a little wonky until they come all together. All right, everyone, let's make a baby gate, or really a cat gate, for Mau Mau, my 19-year-old cat. All right, here we go. The first thing I did is I had to design this in Fusion 360 so I can cut it on the CNC router. What I ended up doing was making it about 34 inches wide by about 21 inches tall. This allowed me to put a frame around it, or have enough space to put a frame around it, and then attach it to the wall. Now, if I would have done this again, I probably would go a little bit smaller so I could make the frame against the wall a bit bigger. I had some clearance issues with some chair molding there. The other issue I had is with the tabs. I probably should have made them a little bit deeper so that these blocks and this material would not fall out as it was routing. It wasn't the end of the world. They didn't really get into the way, but that was probably the one thing I would do next time. And then from here, we basically put it up onto the CNC router. This is a Onefinity Journeyman X50. And this is one of the first times I'm using it. Now, one of the biggest problems I have is with the dust collection system and these OOPS clamps. They seem to always just get in the way. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is 3D printing some kind of clamp that uses T-nuts or something like that to sit inside the tracks, and they're low profile so that the dust boot's able to ride over it. You can see in these videos that I'm always, the dust boot, it's magnetically on and it always keeps getting caught on the clamps. It's my fault. It's my first time using the machine, so it was a little bit of a learning curve, but I mean, all in all, it worked great. Not really much issues at all besides the clamps and the dust boot getting in the way. And here it is, all cut out, and that's with 2 separate tool paths and a tool change. From there, we go on to routing a couple little one edge here. It was like slightly off. There was like a little bit of a lip on it, and there was a little bit of a tab. So I run the router around to just clean up that edge with a flush trim bit, and then it's just sanding, and a little bit more sanding both sides. All right, so we got the gate all cut out. We'll eventually make a frame for it, but we're going to figure out how we're going to mount it. So I'd like to mount it so that it sits a little bit above here, maybe like 2 to 3 inches up, maybe a little bit higher. I do have this like chair molding that's been here since we got the house. So all of this is going to come out. I don't really like it. I don't like this. Let me get it out of the way. So we're going to get rid of this thing. I don't know what it is. I guess it's made to look like a post for this chair rail that goes up all the way. I don't even really like the chair rail that goes all the way up, but I feel like what we could do, put like a little frame right here, either cut off part of my base molding here, or actually cut a groove into it and go up so that it continues all the way down. I'll use a multi-tool to do that. So I just got to kind of figure out how far in I want to go. And I think I want to keep it flush with this. And then we'll pull all this out. pull this out, make a little frame. I'll probably do something like a little bit of a return on that to make it a little bit nicer, or run it right in. And then clean up this whole section. Eventually we'll be painting everything too. So right now we'll get laid out for everything. And this is Mau Mau. Hey, and that's what we're looking to prevent doing. Because when she's up there, she just lays all over me. She hides when we can't find her. For here, I use these National Hinge surface mounted hinge. I'll throw a link up to them in the description, and basically just kind of figured out where I wanted these to set them apart equally from the top and bottom, and marked them, pre-drilled them, and got them in. That's what you're seeing here. Here I had my daughter Charlotte help me while I held up the gate. She kind of marked the center of the holes for the hinge where I wanted them. Now I set this gate up so it leaves like a couple inch gap between the first step and the gate itself. Going back, I probably would have put it up a little bit higher so that it would clear any of the moldings and stuff like that I had, but I didn't really want a gap. So it kind of led to a couple issues later on that you'll see, but nothing really too big that I couldn't really figure out here. All right, so if we take a look, I got this all installed. What I ended up doing is I put a little catch over here so that it keeps it up against the wall when we're not using it or not needed. Pop that. Okay, close. And a little magnet over here keeps it so just enough so that anyone can get in and out without really much of a problem. That. So that's like the little, what I did with the molding down there. I put that little return piece on for that molding, little shoe molding over there to cover up that hole. There's a little magnetic catch. There. Then over here, put that piece up. So I did something a little bit different here. What I did was I notched the molding to allow this vertical piece to go up, and got my hinges right there, as you saw on the previous one. And that's kind of it. Spackled up the wall. Easy peasy. Hello everyone, thanks again for watching me as we went through making this little hinged baby gate with the magnetic latch. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. And don't forget to always like and subscribe. It helps me out. It keeps me going with a bunch of projects like this. And I don't know. I think that's it. Have a great day, everyone.